Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Al Munir High School e-learning system, class 7. This is your science class. Today we are going to discuss our unit number 6. This is your amazing science book title page. It is very interesting. Yes, today we are going to start with our new unit number 6. And unit number 6 is about water. Yes, students, we all know about the different uses of water that water is found in abundance around us. So today we are going to learn about water. Water is a chemical substance which is found in abundance around us. Three-quarters of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Water is a combination of oxygen gas and hydrogen gas, and its chemical formula is H2O. H represents the hydrogen and O represents the oxygen. So water is a combination of oxygen and hydrogen, and also we have its chemical formula which is H2O. So water is a chemical substance and three-quarters of the earth surface is covered with water. Do you know water occurs naturally? Yes, water occurs naturally in the form of rainwater, groundwater, river water and sea water. Rainwater is the purest form of natural water. सबसे pure form होती है natural water की rain water. But it falls through the air, it dissolves many gases such as oxygen is also present in our air or atmosphere. Nitrogen is also present, carbon dioxide is also present. So rainwater, it is the purest form, and when it falls through the air it dissolves many other gases from our air. It also washes down dust particles, smoke and bacteria which are also present in our air. Rainwater sinks into the ground, and as it does so, it dissolves minerals because the soil contains different kinds of minerals. It flows along the ground into river and sea. As the water flows, it carries with it mud and clay particles, waste products and chemical fertilizers from our homes and factories, and pesticides from fields are also added to it. All these harmful substances flow with the river water to the sea. Hence, seawater contains a lot of impurities in the form of bacteria and dissolved and suspended substances. So this is all about the rainwater from our air, then from it sinks into the ground, and then it flows into the river and sea, and it mixes up with other substances or other products or like chemical fertilizers, different gases, dust particles, smoke and bacteria. All these things are dissolved in the rainwater, or they flow with the rainwater. Fresh water contains dissolved air. That is why fish and other aquatic animals and plants can remain alive in it. They breathe the dissolved air. Next, our topic is about the water cycle. What is water cycle? Water is used by the all plants and animals. Yes, we know that plants and animals cannot survive, cannot live without water. All plants and all animals need water to survive. Yes, water is also used in factories and fields, but it is not used up because it is constantly being added or recycled, so that its supply cannot run out. Next, we have some properties of pure water. Yes, pure water has no color or smell or taste. Yes, water freezes at 0 degree centigrade. Water boils at 100 degree centigrade. Water is bad conductor of electricity. It is very good solvent. It reacts with many metals and non-metals. Next, we have some experiment testing the boiling point of pure water. That what is the boiling point of pure water? Pure water boils at 100 degrees centigrade and freezes at 0 degrees centigrade at normal atmospheric pressure. Look at this figure. Here we have the pure water, we have the thermometer and burner. If we turn on the burner at 100 degrees centigrade, the water starts boiling, and on 0 degrees centigrade it starts freezing. Test for pure water. Take two beakers A and B. Pour some distilled water into A. Pure water containing some common salt into B. Suspended thermometer in each beaker. Heat the water and note the temperature of water when it starts boiling. So it will be 100 degrees centigrade. What is the temperature of water in beaker A and B? Explain the reason for this difference. Next, testing with copper sulfate powder. Copper sulfate powder is white. When a drop of pure water is added to it, it turns blue. So we can check it easily by adding into water, pure water. Next, we have types of water. How many types of water we have? Yes, we have two types of water. Soft water, yes, and hard water. Soft water easily forms lather with soap, and hard water does not form lather with soap easily. It has a pleasant taste and is good for the bones and teeth as it contains dissolved calcium compounds. But it also have disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of hard water? It leaves scale in kettles, hot water pipes and boilers. It needs more soap to lather than soft water. So these are the disadvantages of hard water. We have two types of water: soft water and hard water. Temporary and permanent hardness. Yes, we have hard water, and further it has two types: temporary hard water, and permanent hard water. What is temporary hard water? Is caused by the presence of dissolved calcium hydrogen carbonate. So if it is present in water, it is called the temporary hard water, temporary hardness of water. When temporary hard water is boiled, हम जब भी उसको बॉईल करते हैं, द कैल्शियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट डीकम्पोजेस टू फॉर्म कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट. तो उसमें जो कैल्शियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट मिनरल्स मौजूद हैं वो डीकम्पोज होके कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट बनाते हैं. दिस इज इनसॉल्युबल, और वो इनसॉल्युबल है, पानी में हल नहीं होते. एंड इट कलेक्ट्स ऑन द साइड्स ऑफ द पॉट. द वाटर इज देन turned into soft water. Next, we have permanent hardness is caused by dissolved chemicals such as calcium and magnesium compounds, mainly calcium hydrogen carbonate, calcium sulfate, magnesium hydrogen carbonate, and magnesium sulfate. All these cause the permanent hardness of water. Scum forms when these compounds react with soap, producing an insoluble product that floats on the water. So this is called the permanent hardness of water. Where does hardness come from? ये हार्डनेस आती कहाँ से? ये सारे मिनरल्स वाटर में कहाँ से मिक्स होते हैं? कैल्शियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट फॉर्म्स when rain falls on limestone and chalk rocks. इस तरह के रॉक्स के ऊपर जब रेनफॉल होती है, लाइमस्टोन और चौक के रॉक्स के ऊपर, then it comes into the rainwater. Limestone and chalk are mostly calcium carbonate which is insoluble in water. Calcium carbonate पानी में insoluble होती है, हल नहीं होती. As rain falls through the air, it dissolves carbon dioxide forming a weak acidic solution. This solution then attacks the calcium carbonate forming calcium hydrogen carbonate which is soluble. So this is all the process. From where does hardness come from? Look at this figure. Here we have rainwater and dissolved carbon dioxide from the air. Next, look at here. Here we have calcium carbonate react to form calcium hydrogen carbonate. Next, we have uh, salt salt area. Yes, cetolum, cetolmites. Yes, next we have spring contains dissolved calcium hydrogen carbonate, and then we get the hard water. So students, look at these spellings. These spellings are very important. This is the word stalactites, and next this is stalagmites. So this forms the water and turns into the hard water. Next, we have impurities in water. What kind of impurities we have in water? Water contains many impurities like bacteria, mud, sand, mineral salts, and the remains of dead plants and animals. Purification of water in the laboratory. Yes, we can easily purify water in our laboratories through different processes. Here we have the process of distillation. वाटर कैन बी प्यूरिफाइड बाय प्रोसेस. पानी को प्यूरिफाई किया जा सकता है, मिनरल्स उसमें से कम की जा सकती हैं या ख़त्म की जा सकती हैं थ्रू डिस्टिलेशन प्रोसेस. वाटर इज हीटेड इन अ फ्लास्क टू फॉर्म स्टीम. सो हेयर वी हैव द बीकर और फ्लास्क. The vapor that is produced is cooled to form liquid water. The vapor is cooled in an apparatus called Liebig condenser. So here we have impure water. When we will heat it, it turns into the steam, and then steam again in a Liebig condenser turns into the water drops. So here we have distilled water, and this process is called, this purification process is called distillation process. Next students, we have purification of drinking water. How we can easily purify our drinking water. Water that is used for drinking should be clean and free from germs and impurities. क्योंकि अगर हमारी ड्रिंकिंग वाटर में जर्म्स और इम्प्यूरिटीज़ मौजूद होंगी तो हमें वो बीमार कर सकती हैं और हमारे बॉडी में हमें जो इट विल बी वेरी हार्मफुल फॉर आवर बॉडी. It should have no taste, color, or smell. In order to make water fit for drinking, it is processed in a purification plant. So here we have the water filtration plant where it goes through different filtration tanks to remove the solid impurities in it. Chlorine is added to it because chlorine is very helpful in cleaning of water, drinking water, because it kills germs, and then it is stored in huge tanks from where it is supplied to our homes. So look at this water filtration plant. Water will come inside. Here we have the screen, here we have the pump. Now this is coarse sand filter from where sand particles will be filtered out from the water. Then we have sedimentation tank. Here different other particles will be purified. Then we have fine sand filter. Then chlorine is added here. Then through pump it goes into the storage tanks, and then from the storage tank it comes into our homes and factories. Next, we have some uses of water. Yes, there are many uses of water. Animals and plants need water to sustain life. Human beings use water for drinking, cooking, washing. Yes, water is used in industries for manufacturing goods. Water is used in agriculture for watering the fields. Water is used in dams and used to produce hydroelectricity. We use the water of rivers and seas for travel and to transport goods. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज वेज टू रिड्यूस वेस्टेज ऑफ वाटर. हम पानी को ज़ाया होने से कैसे बचा सकते हैं? डू नॉट लीव द टैप रनिंग व्हेन यू ब्रश योर टीथ. डू नॉट लीव द वाटर रनिंग व्हेन वॉशिंग dishes. Check the plumbing in your home and have leaking टैप्स रिपेयर्ड इमीडिएटली. अगर आपके घर में कोई भी टैप वगैरह लीक कर रही है उसको फ़ौरन रिपेयर कराएं ताकि पानी वेस्ट ना हो सके. टर्न ऑफ द होज व्हेन यू हैव watered the garden or washed your car. Do not spend too long in the shower, so it will cause the wastage of water, and we can reduce it by adopting good habits. Next very important topic is about water pollution. Harmful, unhygienic substances in the water cause water pollution. Dirty water from our houses and farms contain germs that can cause diseases in humans and animals. If this water drains into river, the river water becomes polluted. So now he's telling you about the water pollution, that some harmful unhygienic substances get mixed in our water, and also the dirty water from our houses, factories, and different sources get into the river or fresh water that contains germs that can cause diseases in human and animals. Wastewater from factories is drained into the rivers. It contains dangerous chemical substances which may not kill fish but are stored in their bodies. These fish can poison humans if they are eaten. तो कुछ ऐसे सब्सटेंसेस होते हैं जो फैक्ट्रीज से पानी में शामिल हो जाते हैं और वो फिश की बॉडीज के अंदर चले जाते हैं, और जब हम उस फिश को यूज करते हैं एज ए फूड तो वो हार्मफुल सब्सटेंसेस हमारी बॉडी में भी आके हमें बीमार कर सकते हैं. अनट्रीटेड सीवेज वाटर when emptied into the sea pollutes the water. Water pollution is also caused by oil spills from oil tankers into the oceans. It kills the seabirds by poisoning them. So students, here we have interesting picture with their wings jammed due to oil slick. Seabirds cannot fly. And in the last, we have the exercise of our unit number 6. You must write all the question answers on your journals. Here we have all the exercise question answers. You have to look the questions from your book. Here we have the answers. Number 1, composition of water. Water is compound of oxygen and hydrogen. Its chemical formula is H2O. Number B part, fish and other water animals can breathe in water because it contains dissolved air. Number C part, what is pure water? Pure water boils at 100 degrees centigrade and freezes at 0 degree centigrade at normal atmospheric pressure. Pure water turns white copper sulfate powder blue. Hard water does not form lather with soap easily. Hardness of water is due to some chemicals that dissolve in rainwater when it falls on rocks. Part number F, we have the properties of pure water. Yes, it has no color, taste or smell. It freezes at 0 degree centigrade, boils at 100 degree centigrade. It is a bad conductor of electricity. It is a very good solvent. It reacts with many metals and non-metals. Number G, part number G, common impurities in water. The common impurities in water are bacteria, mud, sand, mineral salts, and the remains of dead plants and animals. Part number H, water can be purified in the laboratory by distillation in an apparatus called a Liebig condenser. Part number I, water pollution. Water becomes polluted by dirty water from our houses and forms liquid waste from factories, untreated sewage water, oil spills from oil tankers in the seas. Next we have the fill in the blanks. Look at these fill in the blanks. Number A part, 3/4. Number B, H2O. Number C, taste and smell. Number D, filtration. Number E, chlorine. Number F, soft. Number G, chemicals. Number H, boiling. Make a list of the ways that water pollution can be harmful for living creatures. Ways that harmful effects of water pollution for living creatures. Number 1, unwanted and harmful substances in the water cause water pollution. Dirty water from our houses and farms contains germs that can cause diseases in humans and animals. If this water drains into a river, the river water becomes polluted. Number 3, waste liquid from factories is dumped into rivers. It contains dangerous chemical substances which may not kill fish but are stored in their bodies. They can poison humans if they eat them. Number 4, oil pollution is caused by oil spills from oil tankers at sea. It kills seabirds by poisoning them and by clogging up their wings so they cannot fly to find food. Oil also kills all forms of life on rocks, in the mud and on beaches. Next, in the last, you have to label these two diagrams which I have discussed and explained in the unit number 6. So students, you must look at these figures and label it properly with the help of given pictures in your unit. This is all for today. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.